Hey everyone, it's the Asset Stacker. So I have received a bit of a larger purchase that I did on WhatNot. And if you watched the earlier videos, you'll see that there was a certain item that I've already purchased that I thought I'd like to get some more of. And there should be some of those in this package. And it looks like you'll probably be able to tell what a lot of it is. During this auction on this particular website, on this particular sale site, and I'm proud to give me this case, because to be honest with you, I did not know he was going to give me a case. But he started selling these bullets, and as you know, I bought one earlier, a 1 ounce silver bullet, and I thought, hey, I thought it would be kind of cool to try to fill a little bullet case, and so I thought I'd buy a few more, and I started buying these, and of course he was selling them off one by one, and I just started kind of stomping them out. Like I said, I ended up purchasing quite a few that night. However, I experienced something that I haven't experienced on WhatNot. As I started buying them, I was buying them so quickly that apparently my bank card did not like it. I guess they thought it was fraudulent activities. So I actually had to stop because I could not process any more payments, and had to try to get that resolved. He had a total of 2 packages of these, which is a total of 20. There's 10 of these in each box. And like I said, I was able to pick up quite a few out of the first box, but by the time I had got my card situation fixed and called to get all that took care of, like I said, he was going through these pretty quick. And then of course, after he got done with the 1 ounce, he actually started selling the 2 ounce rounds that he had, which I actually was considering buying some of those. But unfortunately, like I said, he was doing it quick, and by the time I was able to get it situated with the bank, get my card reactivated where I could make more purchases, he had done sold everything. So all I was able to pick up out of the 20 that he had, I was able to grab 6 of them. So, but the cool thing is when he first started putting these up for auction, there wasn't a whole lot of people bidding on them yet. So I was picking these up for in the $30 price range. And like I said, at the time, silver was probably $32, $33 an ounce. And I was picking these up for around $36. But looking at these, it doesn't look like they're consistent in size. So I don't know who it is that... so this is the manufacturer, I guess, whoever this is. I don't see. Either way, it doesn't look like these are all the same size. So it would be interesting to put these on a scale and check them out, because that one actually looks a little bit smaller than the other ones. So as far as weight, I don't know if it's any smaller, but as far as size, it does look that way. So that being said, I did end up going back into his auction, got my payment fixed, and I was able to pick up a few more items that came up after these ammunition rounds did. And one of them is a 2009 American Eagle. I picked that one up because if you guys know earlier, one of my first purchases of 2025, I needed I bought some tubes, and there was one tube of Eagles that I bought off of somebody that wasn't completely full. So I needed a few more Eagles this year just to fill that one tube. I don't like having a shortage in a tube, so I'll be able to add that one to the tube here in a little bit. And then last but not least, the last item that I picked up is this one, and it's going to be, I got this for like $70. and really was a good deal. He started out with, he was just blowing stuff into the auction. So he started out with just this generic round or generic bar, Silvertown bar. I guess it's probably, I don't know if this would be a modern day bar or if it's considered an older bar, but either way, he started out with a lot of 2, and as the bid started, he started adding these little, I don't even know what size it is. That's so small. 1/4 gram. What does that say? 5 grains. I mean, that's how small that is. So 5 grains of silver. He threw one of those in and threw another one in, trying to get people to bid more. Threw another one in. So there was 3 of those. And then he threw in, I don't know what this is. Like I said, I'd already bid, and like I said, I got it for like $70-something, which was worth that just for the silver bars, which is what I was really buying. Now, there's really not a whole lot of value in these little 15 grains is what I have there. And then, like I said, this, I'm really, so it says that this is a silver coin. Let's see. 1,000 euro coin for modern day Pakistan. So I don't know what it, what its value would be in today's market, but he did throw that in too, trying to get, like I said, trying to get people to bid more. But by the time it was all said and done, I got all that for about the same price that I would have paid for the 2 bars. So either way, like I said, not a whole lot of extra value there, but I was worth $70 to pay for the 2 1-ounce bars. So that was my pickup from this WhatNot purchase. 6 1-ounce rounds, assuming that these do weigh out an ounce. Give me just a second. I'm going to go ahead and grab a scale. We're going to check that. All right, so I do have this set up. I do have it set up for ounces, I believe. Well, let's see. Set the mode up on it. Ounces Troy. And then 0 it out. And that is 1 ounce. A little over an ounce on the Silver Eagle, but it is an ounce, as you can see. So this is the bullet that I purchased, the first one that I purchased. This one was not part of this order. This was the original. And it does weigh just over an ounce. But like I said, if you look at these 6 that I bought, this one looks a little small to me. So I'm going to pull it out. And I'll set this one aside. But it does weigh an ounce. So I cannot complain with that, I guess. Let's get one more of these other ones just to kind of check. And as you see, it does say that it is 1 ounce 3/9 fine silver. And again, it does weigh an ounce as well. So, I don't know. That one just kind of, it is a different size. I mean, you can tell clearly that it seems to be a bit shorter. And even the cuttings on the bottom to give it its, this was, like I said, this was the first one that I bought. So, if you look at it, it seems to be, well, I mean, I don't know if these are the same manufacturers with this one as far as these 6, but either way, they do all check out that I weighed so far, check out to be an ounce, so that's good. So anyway, that's good. That's what I need to know. So there is the bullets that I've gotten so far. Like I said, I'm thinking about getting a few more, and that was the pickup from WhatNot. So anyway, this is getting kind of long. Like I said, I'm kind of getting addicted to WhatNot. If you guys have not been on there yet, unless you are really, you got to be careful. I mean, I have bought a lot, and there's a lot of product headed my way. There's a couple of things in here that I've purchased that I've gotten from my personal collection. A lot of stuff that I'm starting to buy are things that I'm hoping to resell. I'm thinking about actually setting up a booth now that I've joined a coin club. They do shows, coin shows, a few times a year, 4 times a year, I believe. And I'm actually thinking about trying to get enough merchandise, build up some merchandise to try to sell. So I've been buying a lot of stuff off WhatNot, hoping to be able to do some resales. But all that being said, there's a few things that I bought that's going to be part of my personal collection, and I'm excited to show you guys some of that. It should be here the next day or so, so hopefully I'll be able to get that video put out before the holidays. Memorial Day is coming up this weekend, and so anyway, hopefully I'll get this in Saturday's mail. If not, then it'll be probably Tuesday. Just depends on the tracking. Who knows how it goes. But anyway, I appreciate you watching. And remember, you build your wealth one asset at a time. So keep stacking.